All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get us back up to...
Diesel traffic, Piper Comanche 71565.
Going to get her back down to 3,500, go to normal cruise, and we're going to demonstrate slow flight. Okay, why do we do slow flight? Well, it shows what the aircraft, flight characteristics are at a slow airspeed. I'm going to grab this book out real quick and I'm going to show you guys something. All right, so one thing that we got to know is, okay, now I'm going fast. So whenever I move the controls, you can see how accurate the airplane is or how sensitive it is. It really wants to perform really good at a fast airspeed, okay? And so it demonstrates, slow flight demonstrates what the flight characteristics are at a slower airspeed. So like a quick turn on the fuel. So the handling characteristics excuse me, the handling characteristics are going to be a lot less sensitive, okay, a lot less sluggish on the controls, okay. Let's see if I can find this table in the book real quick. Another thing that we have to pay attention to is the greater the bank angle in an airplane, the higher the stall speed is, okay. So here we go, see if you guys can see that. So at a 0 degree bank angle, flaps up, stall speed's 57. If we go to 60 degrees of bank, the stall speed increases to 81, okay? Flaps 40, it's going to be 49, 60 degrees bank is going to be 70 miles an hour. So whenever we do slow flights, we're going to do it about 60, 65 miles an hour. So whenever we turn and the examiner asks us to perform, 90 degree turn to the left, 90 degree turn to the right, you just want to do about 10 degrees of bank. That's about all you want to do, okay? So, okay. And it's going to be a before landing checklist. We got seatbelts on, gas on, mixture's going full rich. And then all you want to do, we're inside the wide arc, so all I'm going to do is go ahead and add 30 degrees of flaps, 20, 30 degrees. I'm going to go to 1900 on my power, and then boom, that's going to give us slow flight. Just allow it a little bit of time to, get a little thermal, there we go. Allow it a little bit of time to kind of bleed off on the airspeed. Alright, so there's 1930 degrees of flaps, and then boom, look, airspeed's about 65 miles an hour. That's perfect, okay? So when you do check ride in this aircraft, 1900 RPM, maybe 2000 on a really hot day for density altitude, 30 degrees of flaps, and then that's going to be slow flight, okay? So we're close to a stalling speed, so now you can see I'm rolling the yokes all over the place, and it's a lot less responsive than it was a while ago, okay? So that's one thing, and then the other thing is the bank angle. The more we bank, the higher our stalling speed is going to be. So I'm going to go ahead and do a turn to the left real quick. And all you want to do is about 10 degrees of bank. See, I'm doing about 10 degrees. And just really concentrate on your coordination and airspeed. And just baby this thing all the way around. Just take your time. You got plenty of time. It's going to take you about an hour and a half, 2 hours to do a good, thorough check ride for private pilot and stuff. So take your time doing all maneuvers. Don't rush it. Don't put yourself in a bad spot, okay? All right, so there's a 90 degree turn. Now I'll do a 90 degree turn back towards the east. Just babying this thing around, pitching to maintain level flight. And then power for your airspeed. Okay, so if my airspeed gets slow and I'm pitching on maintain level flight, the only thing I should do is increase power. Power is going to gain airspeed. This is going to be the same thing for whenever you're doing the approach to land. You want to pitch for those numbers, and if you're getting a little bit slow, add some power to gain airspeed. If you're a little bit fast, maintain that pitch the entire time all the way down the runway, but reduce the power to slow down, okay? And then to recover, go full power. Rudberry heat in, of course, and reduce the flaps 10 degrees at a time. Letting that airspeed build up. There's 20 degrees of flaps. And finally we're going to go no flaps. Okay, boom. Okay, so now our airspeed's back good, and now I'm going to go back to 2300 RPM and go back to normal cruise and lean it out. And that's slow flight.